Yo, week 18, last game of the season, last regular season game of the year. Game of the week, man. Do something different for the the last game of the year. I'm gonna do something different. What I'm gonna do? The game of the week is in college this week, and it's only one college game left. UGA versus Alabama. They doing it again. Georgia finna experience something LSU experienced in 2011 season? We played Bama in 2012 for the national championship after playing them in the regular season. Where Georgia and Alabama played in the SEC championship. When that was December 4th. They played in the SEC championship just past a month ago. 41-24 final score. Alabama. Georgia had jumped out 10-0. 10-0. And Bama went on that run. 41-14 run, SEC champion. Alabama, 2021 SEC champion. Now, I don't know what Kirby Smart can tell these dudes, man. I don't know what more they're gonna do different, man. This is a national championship game, man. We know what Alabama represent when it come down to these national championships. We know what Nick Saban represent when it come down to these national championship games. I don't know what Nick Saban saying to these dudes, man. But I know it's conversation different when it come down to these national championship games. Let's see. LSU beat Alabama in 2019 in the what was it? It was a regular season game. LSU went from 2011 to 2019. That's 8 years? What I say? From 2011 to 2019. 2011, November, I think it was. LSU played Alabama. It was the game of the century, what they was called. I think it was the number 1 versus the number 2. LSU ended up winning the game. I think it was like 9-6. I hadn't seen that score in a minute. I had to look it up to see what the score was. 8 years without beating Alabama, bro. 8 years of losses for LSU. Well, check this out. Georgia. Now, they don't play Alabama like LSU play Alabama every year. But Georgia hadn't beat Alabama since 2007. We're in 2022 right now. Since 2007, bro. 14 and a half years, man. Man, I had a conversation with a Georgia fan yesterday, and they asked me who I'm rocking with in this game. I said, bro, I don't even care, bro. I'd be surprised if Georgia win. I think Alabama gonna win. To be honest, that's what I told. I think Alabama gonna win the game. But I'd be surprised if Georgia win the game. That's what I told him. He said, man, LSU play Alabama every year, and they beat y'all damn near every time, and you gonna rock with Bama? You gotta hate Bama, bro. You should hate Alabama. I say, nah, bro. I don't hate Bama. I don't hate greatness. I never hated the Patriots. I just wish my team a step up to the plate and play better when it's time to play Bama. That's all it is, bro. I don't never hate on nobody for being good or for winning or want to see them lose just because they winning. Nah, that ain't how I do it, bro. Let my team step up to the plate and execute. Alabama execute. I love watching them play. They fight to the end. If you watch that Auburn game, that was greatness. Auburn versus Alabama this year. Anybody who watched that was greatness on display. I thought that game was over. I thought Auburn had that game, man. But, man, LSU had to see Alabama twice. 2011, LSU got the win. Ended up having to play Alabama in the national championship and got, I think it was 21-0. If I ain't mistaken, I had to go back and look at that score again. LSU didn't score. I know that for a fact. But man, here it is again, Georgia. Georgia versus Alabama. And I said, last time Georgia beat them boys was 2007, man. They done lost, 7 or 8 in a row. I don't know why I didn't put that down. I should have put that down. They done lost like 7 or 8 in a row. 2018, they played Alabama in the national championship after beating Auburn. After beating Auburn in the SEC championship, they had lost to Auburn a few weeks earlier. I forgot who their running back was that they had, man. Kerryon Johnson, I think it was Kerryon Johnson, who got drafted by the Lions. He was playing for Auburn at that time. Auburn ended up losing. Auburn beat Georgia in the regular season and then got in the SEC championship and lost to Georgia. And Georgia went on to play Alabama in the national championship. And they lost 26-23. If y'all remember, that was the game Jalen Hurts was letting it go, and Tua came in and slung that thing deep, 41 yards to Devontae Smith. And that was all she wrote. It was a 26-23 overtime loss for Georgia. Overtime loss. Then in the regular season last year, Georgia ended up losing with the same score, 41-24, that Georgia lost this year in the SEC championship. So Monday night, Lucas Oil Stadium. This Georgia chance to redeem themselves, bruh. Hadn't won a championship since the 80s. I talk a lot of noise about Georgia. Alabama is who they is. They are who they are, however you want to say it. Man, Georgia can make a statement right here with this win. Do I think they're going to do it? No. I don't think they're going to do it. I like Kirby Smart. I like Nick Saban. I love winners. We all love winners, man. Kirby Smart, I'm going to say this. Georgia has, I see a big difference in when Mark Richt was coaching Georgia and to now when I'm seeing Kirby Smart coaching Georgia. So, this is my game of the week, man. Monday night. 2007. They got a sting, man. They got a sting. 14 years. Somebody in your league, you hadn't beat them in 14 years? That's a long time, bro. That's a long time. So we're going to see Monday night. I'm going to be watching that game closely. Stetson Bennett. If Georgia going to win this game, he going to have an amazing game throwing the ball, not turning the ball over. Play calling going to have to be even better than that. The defense that Georgia been putting on display for the whole year, that's going to have to show up. Y'all can't give up no 40 points, no 30 points, and talking about beating Alabama in a national championship. Nick Saban just not going for that, man. 2007. Bulldogs, what y'all gonna do? Game of the week, man. Check it out. We're gonna see what happens.